Welcome everybody to pregnancy, to bumps, business and brilliance. Lunchtime talk, a conversation I usually have with pregnant women that either work, run a business, or an entrepreneur. And so welcome to this talk. So if you watch this recording, I'm very happy that you spend a little bit of time with me. So first of all, before I introduce the topic of from panic to power button. So hi, of course, my name is Jutta Wohlrab. I'm a professional midwife for 41 years. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm an NLP trainer, hypnotherapist, and many more things. And I can promise you that in the past 41 years, I've welcomed 3,000 babies and consulted 10,000s of women from all over the world, just like you. So I've seen birth in all circumstances, and because I am a very curious person, I wanted to solve many problems. Now, I'm also an entrepreneur, and I've learned in the past that when you are a working mom, when you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, sometimes you just feel there's too much information, too many things to do, and there's so much overwhelm in your pregnancy. And so instead of enjoying this amazing time in your life, you roll around at night, sleepless nights, stressful days, and you really feel unhappy. So in this talk, I'm going to give you a couple of insights. I will also show you a short exercise, and I will speak a bit about how things are. And I will also have a conversation with Susanna, that is, in fact, a midwife just like me. And she joined this little conversation here because she was curious. There's always something in it for everyone. Even if you are already a mom, same thing, you know the overwhelm. And all I can say is stress is a modern condition that really is something that almost everyone, no matter where you're from, no matter whether this is your first pregnancy or your third pregnancy, or whether you're just actually planning to become a mom, it's something that applies to all of us. So I've introduced myself. I shared my knowledge not only with pregnant women and their partners. No, I have also spoken on many big and small conferences from Norway to India, to Montreal, to London, to Belarus, really many places in the world. And of course, here in Germany, where I'm based right now, I have written a book called Happy Birthing Days and co-authored 3 other books. And you could say I'm the Mary Poppins of the birthing world. And now we're going to get into the topic. So Susanna and me, we just had a short conversation, and she was curious if there's something, an update I can give her. And of course, I can. So first of all, no matter who you are, no matter where in the journey of your pregnancy or just planning to become a baby you are, sometimes panic or anxiety, doubts and worries will overtake. And as I said, will take away all the joy of your pregnancy. And it truly is a pity. So first of all, what does stress and anxiety actually do with us? When we are constantly very anxious or stressed, or we even have a panic attack because we feel like, oh God, can I manage everything? Then something happens in our brain. There's a small part in the brain called the amygdala, 2 almonds. And the amygdala is in fact the fire alarm of your brain. Now, all of that was, of course, installed a long time ago. When man stood up, started walking over the planet, man needed a few things. For instance, man and woman needed to find shelter and food, then to find another person, then, of course, to make more of us, and then how to give birth, but also we needed a security system. And the security system is called the fight and flight reflex. Now, the fight and flight reflex is a primal reflex. Oh, of course, it still works in everybody's brain, no matter who you are, even if you are the most modern person of the world. The fight and flight reflex was actually installed in our brain to make sure in times of great danger, yeah, our body would be activated so we could quickly run away and save ourselves. Now, the fight and flight reflex itself is really good. However, we should only spend 2 to 4% of our whole life in fight and flight. I have a feeling that nowadays people spend a little bit more time in the fight and flight reflex. And that is what we call constant stress, anxiety, doubts, worries that often lead to a burnout. But coming back to the fight and flight reflex. First of all, when the fight and flight reflex is triggered, we can't give birth, or it slows down our birth, or it even stalls it and makes it more painful. But in our daily life, same thing. When the fight and flight reflex is constantly triggered and we have no idea how to switch it off, our amygdala, the almond, is like a fire alarm that has not been turned off. You know, when your fire alarm goes a bit like in the background, that's what your amygdala does. So, coming to this picture all together. When we are in constant stress, whether we know it or we don't, or when we often have panic because there are so many things to do, or so many things that we feel anxious about. Can I give birth? Will I be a good mom? How is this all going to work? What about my partnership? What about even things like my sex life? Of course, because all of those parts are part of our life. What about my business? How long can I work? Will I be able to work? Will I be able to return to my business? There's a million thousand questions all around this topic. But just questions are not going to help, right? I think we can all agree on that. So, first of all, on a very logical level, we need structure. Because, first of all, if we don't know what's coming and we have no plan, then we certainly will definitely feel far more anxious. I think that's pretty clear. When you run a business, same thing. You need structure and you need a plan. Same with project pregnancy, birth, and the time after. It is an amazing project, all right? And it's a very emotional one as well. All right, so first of all, you need good structure of how you're going to do that. And that's kind of easy. It's like a roadmap with timing, and you need to leave a little bit of air in it. As with every project, like when you build a house, you know, sometimes things will go different. Okay, so you need to leave a bit more room. Now coming to the daily anxieties and stress level. Stress is really not very good for your pregnancy. Why? When we have a high level of cortisol, which is a stress hormone, it will often lead to very small babies. It can lead to premature birth, and it could also lead to babies that are screaming and crying, constantly after the birth, because when they are used to a high cortisol level inside the womb, they think life is just stressful. And life, of course, should not be stressful. Okay, a little bit of stress is just fine, but not all the time. Now, when I say, let me ask you, how are you dealing with stress, panic, anxieties in your daily life? What are your strategies? First question, and I really invite you to write down all your different strategies. Second question is, how do you really relax? And I don't mean sitting on the couch watching Netflix. That's not relaxing. It's kind of chilling out. Relaxation is an inner process, something that really gives you this kind of a different feeling of space inside you, a very comfy, warm, fuzzy feeling when you have experienced it. These questions are questions you should answer to yourself. Okay, and now, because I promised you we will also do something, I will share a couple of methods with you so that even when you just watch the replay, you have something you can use for yourself every day. So the very first thing, when we have a panic attack and we want to go from panic to power, from confusion to clarity, from fear to confidence, that's the pathway it should be. First of all, the first thing we always need to do is we have to learn something about the process that we're in. Knowledge is power, know-how is empowerment. Often we have panic and fear about things that we don't understand or the unknown. and then it feels like a huge mountain right in front of us, right? But when we kind of break it up step by step by step, how the journey is, it often feels more doable. And so we don't wake up with this kind of feeling in our belly. So that's one thing. All righty. The next thing you can always do is, of course, simple and yet so effective breathing exercises. Okay, so I will share a breathing exercise with you, something you can do anywhere you are. Doesn't matter whether you're at work, in the subway, whether you go walking, or you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel, oh, God, so much to do, overwhelmed. All right? Okay, so we always want to sit upright or lie comfortable. We want to be in a relaxed sort of state of mind. We will roll our shoulders a little bit. That feels good after most of the time working on a computer. Then we release. And we imagine we have a small balloon in our belly. We inhale through the nose into the belly. We open our lips and we let it all softly flow out. Now we want to inhale to the count of 4. We want to hold our breath for 5. We open our lips and we exhale to the count of 6, possibly 7, 8, as it goes. But it should be not hard work. It should be easy. Okay, so let's do it. Ready, steady, go. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open lips, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. 7, 8. All right. This is already the first simple move. Now you might say, okay, breathing is great. Yeah, breathing is great, but breathing, like everything, really needs practice. Most people say, yeah, I've been doing this in a yoga class or elsewhere. And I say, yeah, that's great. But to make it a habit for your brain, you have to practice it every day, right? Susanna, can you agree on that? Susanna is not talking to me. Okay.
Yes, and I do.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, this exercise. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, now I want to show you another exercise. Why do I want to show it to you? Because I think it's really helpful for you to have something that works a little deeper. Okay, so I will explain it to you and then we'll do a round together so you can get a feeling for what's possible. You have to understand, after being a midwife for such a long time, working with thousands and thousands of people all over the world, long time ago in 2005, I decided I wanted to work with hypnosis. Then I decided I want to do even more. So I trained as an NLP trainer to really help women just like you to understand there is more than just everything we see around us. There is an internal world that we have, the pictures we see in our mind, the thoughts we have, all of that. So I really want to show you something to calm yourself, a self-soothing technique that I actually use even on myself, because sometimes things happen and we just go like that. All right? So I show you first what to do and then we'll do it together. So we rub our hands very slowly and lightly. Okay? Then we stroke from the shoulder to our elbow, like this. Okay? This is the technique that we do. While we do it, I will ask you to, in a moment, to close your eyes. I will tell you to rub your hands. And then, because it's me, and I hope, Susanna, you liked it too, and TJ, we're going to take a walk along a beautiful beach right at the seaside. Yeah, it's a sunny day, and we're going to take 20 steps. All right? Ready, everyone? So please close your eyes if you want. If you want to keep them open, that's fine as well. Rub your hands. For a moment, just take a nice deep breath. Keep rubbing your hands. Think about a problem, something that stresses you. Exactly. And then start stroking from the shoulders to your elbows. And where it's a beautiful day, we're at the beach, 20. The sun is shining, 19. With each and every step, you sink a little into the sand, 18. The sun is gently warming your back with 17. Just keep on stroking, that's it. 16, every step you take. 15, let your thoughts come. 14, let your thoughts go. Ah, you can hear the waves of the ocean as the waves come with 13, 12, as the waves go. 11, each and every step. 10, you can hear a bird singing. 9, a gentle breeze touching your face. 8, releasing. 7, letting go. 6, deeper. 5, see a bird flying in the sky. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Everyone keep stroking. Open your eyes and then only move your eyes to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Ah, taking a nice deep breath. Rub your hands, taking a nice deep breath. Okay, and we do another round. Let's take a walk through the garden. Close your eyes and 20 steps. It's a beautiful garden. 20, 19, see the soft green grass. 18, oh, beautiful butterflies. 17 is flying up into the sky. 16, all the different plants and flowers. 15, maybe you take your shoes off. 14, feel the soft green grass. 13, underneath your feet. 12, take a nice deep breath. 11, exhale deeply. 10, the most amazing flowers. 9, all the different shapes that nature has. 8, the sun is warming your back. 7, a bird is singing. 6, with each and every step. 5, you relax. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Open your eyes, keep on stroking, and only with your eyes look to the right, look to the left, 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 look to the right, look to the left. Rub your hands. For a moment, take a nice deep breath. Exhale deeply. Now for a moment, think about the problem that you were thinking of and have a feeling. Does it feel different? Does it feel smaller, less stressful? And so I don't know, Susanna, would you like to say something if you want?
I feel really, really good right now. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Yes.
Thank you, Susanna. So just to say, Of course, you can do this longer, you can do it more often. It is just to show you that there is, of course, a couple of very simple and yet quite effective techniques that can really help you to feel more calm. The moment you feel more calm, you create more opportunities and options for you to feel different. Now, so
Yes, I'm sorry. I always remember about my patients, but I am forgot about me. So
ah,
right now, today, really, I feel good. Thank
oh,
you
that's
so much.
wonderful. Well, Susanna, that's great. Thank you. Because, of course, this exercise is just one exercise out of many that in teach in all different programs, of course. Yeah, for pregnant women, but of course also for professionals. And so, yeah, I have to say, if you're a mom, if you're a pregnant woman, if you're a partner, all of us need to learn how to relax and step out of the picture. So last not least, a couple of things. So, of course, the title was How to Go from Panic Button to Power Button. Now, already we stopped the panic button. Now we think, hey, but how can I feel more confident? Okay, of course, there is, again, this is a whole big topic, but there is many different exercises that you can learn and that you can do to feel more confident, whether it's confident in speaking at work, in front of a crowd, confident in your own life about you. Why do I say that? Well, I know from my experience of working and coaching lots and lots of people in so many years that if I would ask you to turn the volume up, and if I would say, what are you telling yourself when you are all by yourself? Are you really kind to yourself? Are you encouraging? Or do you tell yourself all the time what you are not good at, what you can't do, or that you was so stupid? Yeah. So we are the biggest saboteur of ourselves and our confidence is most of the time our own head. So I really want to invite you, and that's to finish it up, to every day in the morning when you wake up, take a little journal. In the morning, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Like 3 things, hey, I can move my body. 3 things, oh, the sun is shining. Yeah. So this is just to already turn your brain a bit more positive. But in the afternoon or in the evening, you should write down 3 things you did well. Like Susanna can already write down today, hey, I did well. I joined the lunchtime LinkedIn, yeah, bums, business and Brilliance talk, and I learned something that made me feel good. That's all. And you did this exercise. So this is already 2 things. You showed up and you took the exercise. So, and the next thing could be, well, I got up, I cooked something. I went to work. I gave a compliment to one of my colleagues. We don't need big things, but we want to add up more on the positive things. And of course, there's many more things, great exercises to teach you to become super confident. Because trust me, everyone was born with a seed of confidence. Everyone has the seed inside them. It's just sometimes things happen in life, things that people say, things that happen to us, that suddenly we feel like, oh, my confidence is so small and I don't feel good about myself. But I know there's ways how we can really, like in the garden, sprinkle and water it so that your confidence just shows up and shines so that you can enjoy every part of your amazing journey, every part of your life.